What's going on, guys? It's NYPrepper here. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the ammo shortage, and I wanted to talk about training during the ammo shortage and something that I see that bothers me a lot. And so I see a lot of people hoarding ammo, all right? People are afraid to go and train and shoot their guns because they're afraid that they're not going to be able to resupply their ammo that they shoot. And I think that's a valid concern, obviously, but it shouldn't prevent you from doing any kind of shooting, and it shouldn't make you afraid to train. And I think a lot of people right now are afraid to train, and it's actually working out good for me because every time I go to the range, there's nobody here because everybody's afraid to shoot. But that's a problem, if you're a prepper and you're serious about being prepared for SHTF, you need to be proficient with your firearms, okay? And if you have a pistol, a rifle, and a shotgun, that's 3 firearms that you got to be training with on a regular basis, okay? If you haven't shot any of your firearms in 6 months or a year, you're a liability to your family and to anybody that you're working with, So, for example, if, let's say, the grid goes down and you're on my fire team, or I'm on a fire team with you, and you haven't shot any of your guns in 6 months or a year, you're going to be a liability to that fire team, okay? You're going to be a liability to whoever you're operating with and whoever you're protecting, because you don't know, number one, if your firearms are still zeroed. All right, guns can get bumped, they can get dropped, and they can get knocked out of zero. Okay, so what if, your guns are not zeroed properly because you dropped it one time or you bumped it and you didn't go to the range in a year, so you don't know if your guns are still zeroed in properly? What if you're using different ammunition than you normally use because of the ammo shortage? You sourced different types of ammunition that may have different trajectories, different velocities, different bullets with different ballistics coefficients, and as a result, the trajectory of that ammo is going to be different than the ammo that you're used to, and you didn't really take the time to go to the range and train with that different ammo that you've been using, or you didn't check what kind of trajectory it actually has out of your gun. And if I'm operating with you on a fire team, you're going to be a liability to me and everybody else, and you could compromise your fire team or your family. So you have to get out there and train, guys. Don't be scared to train because of the ammo shortage, okay? You just have to train smart, Don't go out there and blast, 50 rounds or 100 rounds in one afternoon, okay? Go to the range and, have a specific plan of what you're going to do and keep your round count very low, all right? When I go to the range now, I try not to shoot more than 10 or 15 rounds of whatever gun I'm using, sometimes even less. Sometimes only 5 or 10, or even just less than 5. All right, but the bottom line is you don't need that much volume to train. Okay, when I say volume, means that you don't have to shoot, hundreds of rounds of ammo in order to train, okay, and in order to maintain your proficiency with your guns, okay. You can go to the range and shoot 10 or 20 rounds or 5 rounds, and that's going to go a long way, okay. Number one, you're going to work your muscle memory. Number two, you're going to practice with actual live ammunition, okay. Number three, you're going to be making sure that all your ammo is still zeroed to your sights or your scope. And if you're using different types of ammo, then you have to be making sure that you know what the trajectories are, and you know that those different types of ammo, what kind of groupings they're going to be getting at different distances, and also what kind of zero you have with that different ammo, because every ammo is going to behave differently, not just from a trajectory point of view, but every gun and ammo combination performs differently. So you know, you have to get out there and train, guys. You can't just sit at home and hoard ammo. And you know, it's really pissing me off because there's a lot of people out there that are, you know, they're buying all this ammo and they're sitting on top of all this ammo and they're not using it. They're not training with it. They're not hunting with it. What's the point of it? Okay, what's the point of hoarding thousands of rounds of ammo and you never train with it? You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're buying. Okay, know what you're buying. Okay, don't just go out there and buy any kind of ammo just to stockpile ammo because you're panicking. And you know, just like all these people that were buying up the toilet paper, you know, it's the same damn thing. Okay, if you're going to be buying ammo, know what you're buying. Have a purpose. You know, don't just go out there and spend money on things and hoard all the ammo so nobody else gets any. All right. You have to be out there training, guys. I don't care that there's an ammo shortage. You should be going out and maintaining proficiency, you know, even if it means shooting 5 rounds or even 3 rounds. Okay, go out there, you know, and train. You know, you should be training at least every 3 months with each gun. Okay, so if you have a pistol, a shotgun, and a rifle, you should be training pretty often, okay? You should be training at least every 3 months with each of those guns, okay? So that means, you know, you're going to be at the range at least 1 day a month, okay? That's not that much to ask for when you're talking about defending your life and defending your community, okay? And protecting your family, okay? Going to the range once a month and shooting a few rounds is not too much to ask for, okay? But you got to go out there. Don't just hoard your ammo. It doesn't do you any good by hoarding all that ammo and not actually training with it and practicing and maintaining your proficiency. So don't be afraid to train, okay? Get out there, spend some time at the range. You don't have to do any of these crazy tactical drills like you see on all these YouTube channels. I'm not going to name any of them, but you know, you don't have to be a tactitard. You don't have to do all these fancy you know, tactical reloads and all this kind of stuff. Just keep it simple, okay? Make sure your weapons are zeroed. Make sure you can hit a decent group at 100 and 200 yards if you're using a rifle. Make sure you can shoot standing, kneeling, and prone. You don't have to do all these fancy things to train, okay? Just make sure you got the basics down, and the advanced stuff you can save for another day, okay? So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. And don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere.